This is the Benjamin Zulu Global. Welcome our viewers from all over the world to the home of the Heart Matters. We're converging to learn together because when you know better, you can do better. And a better life is what we all want. Better work life, better family life, better personal life.
Yes, and my name is Willie Kinyash, and we are always delighted having you on board. And today we want to talk about how to find a job in a tough economy. And I know as we are having this conversation, the whole world, we are facing a tough times in economy, and especially those who come from Kenya, you know, the season that we've been going through. And so as we talk about this, or as we have this conversation, how well are you prepared? How well, as you go out there, have you branded yourself? Because the way you brand yourself matters a lot. So let's hear what the coach will have to say about this.
So why you need a job is because, remember we said, money may not be everything, but it affects everything. In this side of life, money is a fuel. It's the axle that is turning things. And it's exchange of energy, time, investment, it's currency, it's the money. So it's money is the thing that is affecting this side. Many people, for becoming too philosophical, religious, they downplay the place of money, and they start saying life is all about other things like love, so things like values, morals, and human care, and charity. They go all out with the alternative philosophy of life that excludes money or diminishes money. The thing is, you don't worship money, neither do you ignore it. Know its place and respect its place. Why? This world, the economy of the world revolves around money. You need a job to get money.
Yes.
Primarily, we have another purpose. We are coming to it, because when you are looking for your first job, you are not driven by those idealistic reasons, higher reasons. You're driven for the practical and immediate, to pay your bills.
Yes.
To stand on your own feet, to earn your right to think. It's not automatic. When you don't have money, you're not allowed to think. Think for who? Can you do the work you want? When you're hungry, how will you think? When your house is being locked,
You can't think.
it's stress and chase. You're being chased by stress and depression and diseases and fear. We are talking about entry-level job. Advanced jobs follow another rule. The rule, after you have entered, you are inside, you have done your chemonic, the rules change to listening to your inner compass. And now finding your true north. We have talked in other shows that avoid philosophies that teach you as if this life is all about you. Find the job that you want, the money that you want, the life that you want, the cars that you want. All those things lose relevance when the computer screen goes flat. You know the way they observe life and the pulse with computers. And when you're alive, there's a pulse. But when it goes flat and you hear tea, there was that story short story. One of the set books was called The Hero. I read books that were from other generations. I was hungry for stories. So I would borrow older friends their set books. So when I was in primary school, I read the set book for secondary school from a friend, and she knew how I loved stories. So she would give me the books, and one of them was called The Hero and other stories. And the hero was a genius doctor who was so celebrated he would conduct surgeries that were life-saving and legendary. But he was young, just about 30 thereabout. And so he had a lot of, the nurses who worked for him were really idolized him. Because when you work with him, he would really challenge and inspire you and even make you famous, because your record goes to groundbreaking surgeries, procedures. And they improved, so they would clamor to be in his team.
Yes.
So this story was written by one of the people in his teams.
Yeah.
And they were talking about when the hero, the big doctor, also fell sick and they could not believe it. And the disease was deteriorating until they realized he had been such a great man at saving lives. There was nobody great enough to save him. And if there's one thing you can't conduct on yourself, it's procedures, because it's your body being done procedures. And the report came when the sister, the head of the hospital, was a nun who came with a smile that was eerie and inexpressive. You know those smiles that just a grin, but you don't know whether a smile or happiness or whatever. And reported that he was dead. The hero had died at 4 a.m. The curve had gone flat. Great career, the curve went flat. What next? What if all your investment in life was to become a hero surgeon? A hero speaker?
You're done.
A hero farmer? A hero pilot? The story was a hero,
Yes.
but the conclusion was heroes also need heroes to save them.
Yes.
For being the only hero, there was no hero to save him. He needed the same procedure he did on people, but there was nobody to do it on him.
Is it that he did not train people?
The message was, you rise alone, you fall alone. And they said, although we were nurses, but there was nobody on that degree of who could conceptualize, and the only person who relied on is now one who needs it.
Yes.
Be careful. We are telling you about entry jobs today. Entry jobs, your career life will have 3 phases. The phase of entry is controlled by survival, demanding your independence from your family and those who supported you, claiming your individuality from the system, family, school, wherever. The first fight for a job is claiming your individuality, your survival, looking for a place to stand. Remember, we said you don't climb the mountain so that you may show yourself to the world. You climb the mountain to see the world.
It is to see, not to be seen.
Yes. So you don't go there to show. You go there to see. You're not driven by bragging and portraying what I have done. It's to look what is needed. Whenever you ascend in high place of respectability, of fame, followers, and don't let it be, hey, look at me. It is, okay, so I can see better and I can help better. There, this one is needed. And I can lift others. He said, when you're up there, you will enjoy a better breeze and better view, but you must use those to better those below you. You view better to do better. You feel better to make others feel better. And do not be so... Another guy called Paul Kalanithi wrote a book, a sad book, because it was a memoir towards his journey of death. He was journaling his journey of death. He'd been diagnosed with cancer in stages that could not be treated. And he called it when the breath becomes air. When we used to think breathing is air, you know, right now you think you're just breathing oxygen. Until one day the oxygen is still outside your nose and you can't breathe it. Now you realize you are not breathing oxygen. The dead guy still has oxygen around.
Yes. I can't breathe it.
Even if you pump it,
Yeah.
you're not breathing
can't
oxygen. That guy made us stop assuming things.
Yes.
He said, the day breath will become air, that's when you will no longer be around, my friend. You are not breathing air, you're breathing life. When life goes, the air remains here and you are gone. We are very presumptuous, eh?
very profound.
You breathe in oxygen, you breathe out carbon.
It's life.
When he said he breathed into man and became a living soul. If it was air, he could have let now you start breathing. You can sense air. There's air around there. Okay, that's enough for you. Now breathe. No, it took somebody to
Breathe in life.
That continuity that does not ask for your permission. That pump you have in you that keeps those billions of coordinating cells being retired in still the cell here is different from the cell here, and the one here is different, and the one here is different from, and you're giving them, this is a follicle, you're labeling, and now you think the science, the labeler, the scientist who came labeling now is the inventor. We have discovered. They are still uncovering. It's not really discovered, just uncovering. We have given names.
Yeah.
That thing you're trying to compartmentalize and give pieces and pieces. It's life. The first stage of your entry into life is called survival. So today we are discussing how to claim your survival. And if you dilly-dally here, you can die. I hope you know the most delicate stage of life is when it is starting. The baby can die faster.
Yeah.
From small injuries, more delays, more mishandling.
True.
Your first entry into life, into job, into anything is the most delicate. The time of hatching from the egg, if the chick is delayed one day, it dies. They are hatched, all of them, but they're supposed to hatch on one day. Any that does not hatch is left as rotten and wasted. Job stage 1 is hatching. And if you don't push, you die. You will lose it. The second stage is called self-actualization. The first one is survival. The second stage of job is called self-actualization. The third stage is called legacy. It's called empire. It's called influence. It's called iconic. It's called generational change. The first stage after college, you are not a worker. You know, they have deceived people thinking when you get a degree now you're qualified. They even promise you a job. You think you are promised a job. So there's a lot of bitterness when 5 years goes and you don't have a job.
Yeah.
People are very bitter. And they already procured debts, hoping they will have money to pay it. They already procured children, cohabiting, women. Thinking now I have a degree, and you have a degree, you're going to get job.
Just remain with this.
And then you get an application. You heard that a hotel advertised for 2 positions, and the morning they had 400, a queue making zigzag.
Yeah.
They were all stunned. And now you already procured debts, family, children, cohabiting. I pity them. You see them graduating pregnant, graduating cohabiting, graduating with baby. Who promised you the job? Where are you operating from? Are they visitors to this Jerusalem?
Let them tell us.
I don't get it. I graduated very confused, and I came to realize the confusion was also a blessing. It spared me from over-promising. I had graduated with the law, and I was still lost.
You are lost.
I
With all your laws.
I felt like an outcast, an outlaw, although I've done law. And to avoid being pinned in a course that I don't feel in my bloodstream, I refused taking the bar, the training to be enrolled into practice. And I went to look for myself. I went to the wilderness. Teamed up with some friends, started doing funny businesses, saying we are looking for fees for masters, just anything. Sometimes being lost is a blessing when you are aware you are lost.
When you are aware.
Those who don't know they are lost, they continue with false confidence. They get lost forever. And that is the problem when you follow a path you think is yours and you build false confidence without referencing your instructor's manual or your manufacturer's manual. And because you're used to guesswork, when you buy a microwave, hardly do we read it. We just look at the operators here and this one is okay.
Just to press some buttons.
We're very lazy. We don't read the manual. You buy cars, you know how they should work. If you want any question, you Google. What is the ignition for? We behave the same with ourselves. We improvise along the way, try to figure out. But captains who fly aircrafts are not allowed to assume. They do a checklist every takeoff, every new trip, they do a checklist again. Same aircraft, same captain, but you see them, okay, compression air, what decrease this? And you hear them ticking. It's so monotonous and routine. You did it in the morning before you landed, now you're doing it again.
Yeah.
But because of the high stakes, how many lives are at stake?
Yes.
There's no presumption allowed there. They are allowed to log in and submit the readings before they take off. Even when you have done this 20 years, you go checking, okay, 16.4, internal combustion pressure, temperature. And they announce to you, they give you the statistics that you want. We are climbing to 60,000. After that, we shall turn towards now, and we expect.
Yeah.
Now you know what they were documenting. They give you what you need to know. They tell you other things you don't like listening to. Should we land on emergency on water? There's a vest and we shall. If you have a baby, put the do we pay attention? And they warn you, even if you're a regular traveler, please listen. Because there, when we're in the skies, everything is that delicate.
Yes.
This can be life-saving. There's an exit emergency door behind you. If you check, those you should use the hand.
Yes.
And you think they are prophets of doom. Why are you telling this? We are hopeful. Please, what I'm telling you today may sound like prophet of doom. Do not commit to any obligations in life before you finish stage 1 of career survival, career entry. Stage 2 will be finding your niche where you belong. Stage 3 will be pouring your essence and the experience you've learned and impacting a generation. Stage 3 is usually 60 years and beyond. Those who are early beginners, like that dentist I was telling you about, was able to retire at 53 to go and educate the world on how it worked for him. The career entry we are talking, it's about just 5 to 10 years after leaving college. Rule number 1, if you are in college, stop wasting spare time with nonsense. Use it for camel neck entry. So that when you finish your degree, you have 5 years, 4 years of experience together with a diploma, with a degree. You can say, I did attachments in factories for 3 years cumulatively. In the US, classes end at 12, so that the rest of the day you can do your attachments and your projects. Here they don't work with the figure 12, but the classes are still relatively few, with the exception of some very busy courses, like pharmacy or medicine. The normal regular classes will just be 3 hours or 6 hours a day.
Yeah.
But what are our students doing with the remaining time? Drinking.
Partying.
They don't know that part. If a student hear this, and I'll save your life. The experience they're asking for when you've just graduated and you're doing is absurd. How can you ask for 5 years experience? I've just graduated. This is unfair. They don't want to deal with amateurs and they don't have try or run. This is a spinning company that makes fabric. Every raw material is money. How can they commit to you something for experimentation and it's costing them money? Even them, they're working with very narrow margins, my friend. That's why they want a person who knows what they're doing. Yeah. So if you say that I have a degree in production and in industrial chemistry, and I have 3 years experience with attachment at spinners and spinners, doing 3 hours every day, constantly Monday through Saturday, don't you think now you already have experience? Yeah. If you are a student, start getting experience. Stop wasting your extra time sleeping. You'll pay for it. Every laziness and lousiness you do in college, out here, it will haunt you. Because you'll be so raw. The first row is those who are early. Those, if you're lucky to hear this early enough.
Yeah. The Lord bless you.
Use your spare time to volunteer, to do something related to that industry. Research, do articles. When you are presenting your case for employment, you can show you are being intentional and conscious. Some people are looking for jobs that are really beggars. They're very raw and incompetent. And they're asking you to employ them. To risk your materials, your money, your life. When they ask for experience, they're being reasonable. And we're not justifying any unreasonable demands. We're just saying, even you, when you start running companies, you will not want a novice to trust them with a whole radio program.
Yeah.
Yet you have sponsors, you have trustees, you have people you need to deliver.
Yes.
Then there are some fresh college who studied radio production while yawning. They know nothing about the microphone, the modern. They know not. They have not done. When you give them, they can't run a program for 5 minutes. They can't even engage audience. They have done radio production, degree in radio production. What were they doing in spare time? What were they doing?
Having fun.
Running after each other. If you're a student, hear this. You shall be required to demonstrate why we should trust you with substance. Number 2, remember, necessity drives the world. Not mercy, not fairness, not all these idealistic concepts. Job opportunities, equal, fair play for all. Those are good concepts in the Constitution. They are ideals to aim at. But the second rule to get a job is to make yourself necessary, needed. Really, any time you make yourself needed, you'll be sought after. Flip your effort, because the average job seeker is using the begging and showing how needed they are and how you should pity them, isn't it? True. How stranded they are. And how they're begging for any kind of help. Stop for fronting your need. Front your necessity. How you are needed. In fact, that translates to 2 or 3 things. The basic one being, identify a real need and learn to meet it proficiently. When I was looking, that concept to me told me to look for how people need direction in life, relationships, and career, and how they feel lost, and for lack of direction they are meandering and wasting their life and feeling lost and pain and depressed. And I said, I'll make myself necessary there.
Yeah.
Of course you're going to tell me, but becoming so skilled in anything will take me some years. Value takes time to grow, just like trees. But if you're focused on irrigating and growing the tree, every year it grows more. And you become more notable in your colleagues, among your colleagues. Everybody struggles, on average, to find a job. But the length at which you stay hanging is dependent on what you are doing during the struggling time. Let me repeat that.
Yes.
Everybody has a hanging period in which nobody is sure about you.
Yeah.
They're trying to figure out, so you're the son too? Oh, I know you are uncle. I used to see. It's very condescending. So you said your name is Willie. Your father is, I used to know your father. Me and your father used to be friends. Okay. So what did you want? Oh, they don't know you. You say you have this diploma. Your father told you he has a friend over there.
Yeah.
And they're trying to ride on this. So what are you good at? Okay. Radio show. Okay. Do I know anybody? So everybody has that time when people are trying to figure you out. Okay. Oh, yeah. Like, and now I see you resemble that man. Hey, yeah, now I get it. Nobody knows you. You have no name. We all start there.
Yeah.
Stop hating what is normal.
Yeah. It is normal.
For everyone.
All of us you have gone
Nobody
through.
was a celeb. My brother. We started there.
Yes.
When you're trying to do pronunciation of your name.
Yes.
My name is pronounced as.
Not Z.
Please, it feels very bad. It's really at the bottom of the food chain. When you're carrying your brown envelope, and you've come to the company humble. And you're waiting for the secretary. When they move, you move with them. When they talk, you listen, because you're waiting for your signal. It's your turn. And they know how to enjoy you. They keep talking to other people there in their mother tongue. And you have to keep listening. So if they drop your word, why do they behave like that, by the way? They're chatting their Lucia. And you're waiting for signal from them that now you can go in and see the boss.
Yes.
But they are bantering happily with their colleague about rainfall, about in a language you don't hear.
Yes.
And in the midst of their banter, they drop in. Willie going in the midst of it. You must listen to whatever they're saying because your life depends on them. Why are they so rude? Imagine. They are holding your life, your ID like this. Yes. You know, I was thinking, did you guys eat that day? You know, what were they cooking? That kind of chicken, they're holding your ID. So they're asking you in between. So you said you're looking for it. And you know, why? Go tell that guy.
Yes.
You know, it's tormenting. Your life depends on this person. And they're holding your ID. They're holding your destiny and you're here needy. And you're waiting there and they're bantering with their colleagues in a language you don't. And you were forced to listen to everything because... It's unfair. If you're in that position, don't do that. Please give people concentrated attention. Yes. Comfort them. They are already afflicted. Their situation is already bad.
Yeah.
And don't dismiss them badly. Now you're looking forward. No, we are not hurrying. Sorry. Don't do that. They walk. The way they traveled from their house to this company, they're already hungry.
Yes.
Their feet are hurting.
Yeah.
They don't have money. They don't know how to go back. Travel from here to the bus station and walking in the sun to come all the way to your office. Comfort them at least. There's a glass of water. Oh, my friend, so you're looking for a job? Oh my God, have you applied? Or I know this struggle. I was there one time, but what I know right now, I'm not sure these guys might be hiring, but if I hear anything, I'll tell you, okay? There's some water there. You know, that's very comforting.
Very.
No, we are not, he's not in. And they continue with your friend here. So you said, you guys, when are we going this weekend? Willie, that's cruel.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Can we, these guys, please, front office people, stop that.
That batch was spending 10K. This guy is...
Imagine, they're chattering like monkeys. And your situation is so desperate, you just want a signal of hope.
Yes.
You're looking for any hint.
Yeah.
And now they're talking anything, and we're chatting and laughing. Suddenly she goes away. And you're left there.
Oh.
She has gone to print some things which you don't know.
Yeah.
And she's calling them. Government offices is very notorious for that.
Yes.
They feel very entitled as if they are your God. And there's a time they were where you are. Why don't they feel what you feel? This time they were where you are.
It is sad.
Just show compassion. Just show mercy. Just show understanding. You know? So, the rule here is become necessary by identifying a need you're going to meet. And while you wait, refine your craft, refine your ability to meet it. Really, I practiced, I listened, I dug in. Those who are digging in, those who are practicing. A friend hired an errand boy from the village who has no education, does not know too much education, too much English, only minimal. Do you know the guy invented Zoom did not know English? One of the inventors? He just learned by talking around with people. He taught himself English. This boy, he had a lot of interest in motivational messages. So whenever my friend came home, he would play a lot, because my friend would play them. The boy is listening, and he's not commenting because just like, he shows a lot of interest and listening. And so that one is called who? Oh, you said, okay, Jim, Ron, okay, all right. And then when he noticed the boy always looking forward to those few moments when the phone is there and he's listening, he gets a small phone that he can show him how to listen to them. The boy started devouring messages. He said he would wake up at night to find the light in the boy's room is still on. And they would see him during the day listening intently. The boy did what you need to do. He showed hunger towards meeting a need. He realized, he grew and realized himself, realized he can be better in security. So later on, he saved his own money after a year or two, following the instructions of the teachers about how to develop yourself, enrolled himself for security course, did a security course, started a security company, and because of his focus and hunger, now he runs a multi-million with over 200 workers driving there. But he's still learning, still hungry.
Yeah.
He made himself necessary in the security industry. He identified the gaps there. I keep telling anybody trying to enter industry, the greatest need we have now is honesty. We don't have honest people. We don't have character. People are shoddy. When you enter any industry, become honest. The third and last point is, do not follow the traditional dropping of CV method only. Only drop CV when there is demand or request. You can send emails, it's okay, but don't bank your hope on sending emails, CVs, applications. Most companies have a heap of them. They don't even read them. Use the following informal methods. Show up in person. When you sense there could be an opportunity in a particular company, bring yourself. If there's an interview and you are not invited, you do not know, show up, get crashed. Just be there, be on time. Many people
You're not invited,
yes,
but you show up.
There's an interview, just show up. With your papers. I just learned that there was, and I said, why not also come and in case I can. When they see effort is very attractive to many seekers of excellence. Initiative is very attractive. And even if they don't get to see you, not every place you get invited, that effort. So use the informal methods of show up when you know there's an opportunity, even if you're not invited. Many people entered jobs that way. The other way is use personal presence. Instead of just sending letters, look for where there's realistic chance. And show up personally, explain yourself. The other thing is use among the people you know, let them know which field you're looking for. Just let people know. Let people know you're available, you're looking for, especially those who have been impressed by your competence before. They have it in mind that you're available for this kind of jobs. Use personal connections and networks. Another thing is start building your presence around that online. Nowadays, people are using online, they scroll Facebook, they check. When they see that you're always posting about nutrition. And even if it's not trending posts, sometimes people are addicted to trending.
Yeah.
Create your page, and even if it has only 2 people, start posting the stuff you like.
Yes.
You are building a portfolio.
Yes.
You are learning.
Yes.
You're practicing. It's a revision board.
Yeah.
Just post them. I like when you're consistent. There was a time my post to get 3 likes. I remember vividly. I would post constantly, daily, and I'm getting 3 likes, and one is mine.
I'm getting encouraged.
Do you know, I came to know later, if you get attention before you are ready, the attention will crush you, because people come with criticism, others come with attacks. Your messages are not yet very defined and accurate. They have loopholes, they have gaps. You're not yet proficient.
Yes.
So the small attention is beneficial for you to give you time to refine.
Yes.
Start practicing, posting, saturating your space. Read books, and what you're learning, post it. Many times now I see what I posted for years, 5 years. It looks raw, it was not really cooked, it was not really fine. And I'm happy it did not trend, because it would have drawn a lot of attacks and criticism, because it had gaps.
Yeah.
Now, if I want to write the same idea, I would give it a lot of roundedness and balance. Now, I have a lot of thousands of people viewing. It is consumable without too much damage and misleading. This small attention you have is a blessing for this season. But you need persistence and self-belief to continue posting and practicing until you are good enough for large audience.
Yes.
Remember that.
Yeah.
So use the informal methods. The informal methods are saturate your space with the stuff you want. The day they'll go looking, you start looking at your space and they find that for the last 3 years you've been posting that, this person is very interested in these things. I can see it. That's what they've been learning. As opposed to, you're telling us you want to be the host for this show, and when you look at, you're always just Tusker. And meat-eating parties. No, your bragging is football and fanaticism. And we can't see any energy about shows in your space.
Yeah.
What if we go there and you find that the biggest show hosts, you are quoting them all over the world? The concepts about people and notions. What if we find that in that space you have been posting about legal concepts, and you are a paralegal, and you're saying you are a legal researcher, and we can see the energy. That is very validating and confirming and advantageous. Again, when you seek for jobs in a tough economy, the first stage is look for a survival job which is practical and immediate. Will give you some money now. Sometimes you start with side hustles that can pay your rent now, and you can do it, but it's not really your passion. Because right now you're trying to get in to survive. But the rules are around the concept of, now that you're coming and nobody knows you, be patient introducing yourself, but be persistent. Know that everybody started here. But the most critical thing, during the waiting, continue sharpening your skill. And look for a way to identify an area of necessity. It becomes so necessary. Eventually, people will identify you because of how you can meet needs quickly. And you become popular and needed. I've gone to many hotel industry, or when you go to restaurants, many hotels don't keep workers, don't stay. Many of them is because they are replaceable. But when you find a person who shoots sales, good with people, makes us want to come back, they become a needed necessity because they bring in money. Yeah. Remember, there are two most powerful people, most powerful positions in any company. The CEO or the best salesperson.
Yes.
The CEO takes years to maneuver. But sales, the people skills, the money, the numbers you bring in, that is power. That is raw power. And all companies need it. Those who can make sales are the ones controlling the game. Mm-hmm. The guy who gets customers comfortable coming back, buying, and when he's working, the numbers go up. When you can command numbers and people, you're so smooth and likable and skilled and attentive. When you can get sales shooting, you're in control in no situation. Whether it's Coca-Cola, whether it's a startup, whether it's Safaricom, they need a good salesperson, everyone. But they don't tell you that. Mm-hmm. So one skill you can practice is persuasion, influence, connection, selling. Once you know how to sell, that is superpower in this world. You can operate in any kind of money. And conversely, even a business owner must learn how to sell, because in the beginning you'll be the only salesperson for whatever you're producing.
Yes.
Be the one to present it to the world.
Mm-hmm.
And I enjoy when I explain my products. I enjoy when I listen to person's needs and I tailor what I have a solution for them. And I state a price. It is anxiety inducing because you don't know whether they'll buy the concept. But you're practicing, you're enjoying, you're meeting needs. Is to say there may be a period of waiting and uncertainty. And while you are using anything to get by, selling this, selling honey here, brokerage, everybody must learn to broker. Mm. Brokerage is the necessary skill.
Yes.
You know the supplier, you know the one who needs it, you eat in between.
Yes.
You don't own the money or the product, but in between, you know where it is. There's a time we lived on connections only. I just know where I can get a Samsung at a cheaper price, that's all.
Yes.
The guy learned I can get him that phone. There's one guy I sold over 10 phones throughout my campus life. Because I was honest, he can trust me to send the phone sincerely and on time.
Yeah.
And I save him some money while I'm making mine. I had gotten a wholesale deal from a dealer. That's all. My friend, learn these things.
Yes.
If you can know where to source things, you can survive on that. Don't reveal your information. Sit on it and eat it.
You want phone?
Thank you very much.
I'll bring it.
Even now, there are things, a guy has made himself monopoly in your life. Because you like the shoe, but you don't know where it is produced. Yes. The only guy who knows where it is produced cannot show you the source.
You must depend on him.
You can only send him money.
Yes.
He delivers. And you rack your brain. You want to go around and you are sure he's making some money.
Yes.
But you like the quality.
Yeah.
And you feel so...
Yeah.
But now you are helpless.
Yes.
The guy is eating from the connection.
Yes.
There's nothing illegal there. He simply buys and sells.
Yeah.
When you want a shoe, you send him 3,000.
Yes.
And he brings you the shoe.
Yes.
And you are aware this shoe makes
9,000.
So one time you get angry. You take yourself to the market. Those guys are selling 3,300, that 500, that 900. Your guy sells at 3,000.
You're wondering.
And I'm sure. You see, he struck a rapport with some wholesaler.
Yes.
Why are you envious of the guy's rapport?
Yes.
Let the guy survive. So, I work to my friend, you sell everything. I've sold t-shirts because I know the source. And there's a choir that wants t-shirts.
Yeah.
There's a group. And I have good quality. They can depend on me.
Yeah.
And they saw how I supplied another group. That is not my specialty, but I do it.
Yeah.
You are a general trader. When you are a student, when you are in job seeker,
yes,
you can brand anything.
Yeah.
As long as you know advantage in between and you are aware of the market shifts. You can travel quickly, get those things, and you don't announce where you are. Show me where you're buying. No. Send me yourself. Yeah. And they gave the money. So the thing, if you can be trusted, you don't disappear with people's money, you build a track record. People will help you survive, my friend.
True.
They will help you survive. I survived with the fact that I don't eat people's money or switch phone or disappear. The phone alone, just knowing a good, benevolent Samsung wholesale dealer who could give me a piece, I convinced him I'm a seller of the phones. And my family, I built a reputation. I'm the one who knows the best legit Samsung phones. But it's not too far. It's just behind. If I were to reveal the location, I'm finished. Yeah. So I just know the guy. And when you send me, I first go that way. Yes. Yeah, I have to. I go, come back. And then when I want to go back, I go around again.
Sometimes you can even take a border.
That's not lying. It's wisdom, my friend. And that connection fed me for good
4 years.
Because a small phone, I can hit 2,000. And still my price is lesser than your retailer at home. So I'm giving you a good deal.
Yeah.
Legit phone.
Yes.
That at home it is 26,000. Me, I can bring it to you at 24 because I got it at 22. So if you know I can send it to you at 24 and locally there is 26, you're happy.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I have to get it at 21.5, 22. That week I have 2,000. I'm sorted.
Yes.
So I'm very reachable on phone.
Yeah.
A friend of mine once said, "Do you get this color?" So you go there looking for which color. We have this kind of colors, and I'm part of this. This in stock right now.
Yes.
With the photos.
Yeah.
Please, I have a few other deals. Tell me in 30 minutes. Okay, I'll answer you tomorrow. Okay. Then you see them send to my. You dispatch. You've made your deal that week.
Yeah.
The other day, the other guys wanted printed notebooks. You know where the guys are. Okay.
It must be Joroge.
You can print banners.
Yeah.
There's a time I toured town just knowing what comes from where. Please take that. If you are near town, take your time to walk around, just knowing what comes from where. Especially when you see wholesalers negotiate. They sell batches of 5, minimum 5 t-shirts. But I have customers, so some just want 1, 2. We will talk. When you get one, tell me. So next time I have 2 t-shirts. 2, which size is? Okay, let's try for now. But we do 5. Because I know here you must buy a minimum of 5. But I struck a good liking with one who can give me 2 pieces.
Yes.
So if I have 2 customers, I'm in business.
Yeah.
That kind, even socks. Just going inside to know where the biggest dealer of socks.
Yes.
And get the finest quality for the lowest price. So because you have walked a lot of distance and maneuvered, that is now the difference you're bringing.
Yeah.
Survive with the brokerage, be aggressive, sell honey. Go home, get honey, sell Nairobians here. Take photos, sell the photos first. When they send money, now you order, and now you give, and now you eat the difference.
Yes.
They pay the delivery.
Yeah.
Their 200 is your profit. Don't eat it on delivery.
Yeah.
Set the conditions early.
Yes.
Sell a handbag. Get these new products that are arriving. Take photos of them, post there, wherever. If they ask, they don't ask, you are losing nothing because the seller is happy. Many of these sellers they know they depend on brokers.
Yes. Yes.
So they give you the photos. We have these new products. I can give you at 18. The retailing price around 23. You can start there. When they come here, I'm selling them at 25. So you can sell at 23 and make. Many of the dealers, they know their shop is too hidden for walk-in customers. Yeah. So they depend on these students who are aggressive to push them. So they keep posting you what is up, what is coming, what's coming. And many of them are very loyal, by the way. They don't sell to, when you come to buy one item, they give you all that price. But when they know you are a dealer, you remind them, oh, it's you, which one do you want? Then you are given your selling price.
Yes.
The second thing is you're identifying a need, you're becoming very necessary.
Yeah.
With the time, for me, it took me a few years before you can become identifiable. And is it 4 years or so after you are fully certified, but you are hitting the iron until it is red. You know, sometimes you hit the metal and it is red. Sometimes it's not red. You hit until it is red. You don't have a ready opportunity. You hit the place until the opportunity emerges there.
Yes.
Become necessary, work on necessity, and finally use unorthodox methods. Walk in, invite yourself, just show up, be happy, look confident, show that you are not a beggar, but you're a person they need. How you can help them meet their solutions, get what they want, and use the networks you have. Yes, you send CVs and emails, but only where there's a reasonable opening. Don't depend on sending many emails and hoping they'll be replied. They'll not be replied. Many companies are used to those kind of generic things, and they'll not remember it. Yes.
Wow, thank you so much. And my people get lost for lack of knowledge. But now you know, now you have it. So you can go out there. Instead of sleeping in that bed sitter, why can't you walk out and go somewhere and just volunteer? Someone might notice you. And just like that, you find yourself getting that job. So thank you so much. And you can make this, you can practice this and see what will happen. Thank you so much for joining in. My name is Willie Kinyash.
This is the Benjamin Zulu Global. Welcome our viewers from all over the world to the home of the Heart Matters. We're converging to learn together because when you know better, you can do better. And a better life is what we all want. Better work life, better family